Isak, you stay this season, exactly what they did to Luis Suarez, exactly how Man United did Cristiano. And the next season, Bayern will come because they need a striker with Hurricane. Barcelona need a striker with Lewandowski. And I think Liverpool will be blown out the waters and the competition is there. Like, you can tell him because, and if they sell Isak, Eddie Howe has to be sacked. Because I told you guys fans about this. I told people about this Eddie Howe. He's a scumbag. He's a loser. There's sometimes you have that image in football that people, you don't attract players. And I'm sorry about this. If Eddie Howe, who worked with Richard Hughes at Bournemouth, I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. This guy worked with Bournemouth with Richard Hughes. If he allows Isak to go, Newcastle fans must make sure this guy leaves because this guy.
So why did Wirtz choose Slot over Pep?
Because to me, we did the same thing. One second.
Pep be sacked.
1 second. We did the same thing with Tevez. Tevez tried to kick off. What did we do? We fined him. We told him, you can't leave. He tried to take us to the arbitration court, report us to the FA. City, it was all rejected. And we fined him for 2 months missing. And we didn't pay 2 weeks his wages every month. And we fined him 10 million. So it's a stance you take. And the football club, the step you take with Isak, the whole world is watching it. And it's not like Real Madrid, it's Liverpool. I'm not respecting Liverpool. It's not that, like, it's an ambition for kids' dream to play for.
It's Real not Madrid. An ambitious move to go from Newcastle to Liverpool. Are you crazy?
I don't think you're the biggest in football. I think you're not.
Okay, but we're not the biggest in football, but we're the biggest in England. You said it literally 2 weeks ago.
You're a big club, but it's not the.
No, it's not about big club. We're the biggest club in the whole country.
If Barcelona come next year, they needed Lewandowski. I think.
Yeah, but Barcelona can't even sign Nico Williams for 50 million.
But they could next season.
Yeah, but based on what?
How many clubs are bigger than Liverpool?
Barcelona going to be able to pay 120 million.
How many clubs are? What is a bigger step? No, I'm actually curious about this. I want to hear an answer because when you say Newcastle to Liverpool is not that big of a step, what is a bigger step? Real Madrid is the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, Real Madrid
is bigger than Liverpool. And I'll be honest with you, at the moment, if I'm a player,
Barcelona ain't bigger than Liverpool.
If I at the moment is PSG have capabilities of winning.
PSG definitely ain't bigger than Liverpool. Stop it, you're waffling.
They have a chance to win major trophies than you.
Also, PSG don't play with a striker. PSG don't play with a striker, Hamza. They have 4 wingers.
Give him the biggest wages. The face of PSG, pay him more than Liverpool. Literally annihilate Liverpool in terms of his wages, bonuses, everything. And they can make him the face of what Mbappe.
Yeah, but you said step up. PSG is not bigger than Liverpool.
Be a legend at PSG.
Yeah, but PSG is not bigger than Liverpool, so you're missing the point once again.
No.
Here's the problem with your argument. Your argument, first of all, Newcastle to Liverpool is a massive step up because he goes from Newcastle, who aren't even bigger than Sunderland trophy-wise, to football. Sunderland literally have more league titles than Chelsea. You don't even know history. So now, back to the topic. So they're not even bigger than Sunderland. Going all the way to the biggest club in England, that's of course a massive step up because Liverpool will win the league if he joins Liverpool and we'll have a big chance of winning the Champions League. PSG that you're talking about, we got knocked out by PSG on penalties with Darwin Núñez.
Yeah, I'm asking more questions.
Yeah. Can I ask one thing?
Hamza, just answer me these simple questions. Do you think a player going from Aston Villa to Man City is a step up?
Wallahi, I want to ask the same
thing. Hamza, just answer yes or no. Do you think a player moving from Aston Villa to Man City now is a step up, yes or no?
Big, yeah.
Okay, the difference between Aston Villa and Man City is actually smaller than the difference between Newcastle and Liverpool.
Thank you.
Exactly. For example, Hamza.
No, the manager.
For example, can I say one thing?
Would you play for Luis Enrique?
Hamza, can I give you one example?
I'll give you one example.
If Isak joins City, is that an upgrade in your eyes?
Huh?
If Isak joins City today, is that an upgrade?
Big upgrade.
Big upgrade. And Liverpool not as much.
That's what I'm saying. There's no. He doesn't have an argument. Well, he has no argument.
He doesn't have an argument. He completely drowned.
He's waffling, bro. He's waffling.
A team that's dominated English football for the last 10 years. What are we doing here? Yeah,
Like
the
you're
greatest
waffling,
fan
Wallahi,
game.
Hamza, you're waffling. You have no
Bro,
legs to
what else
stand
do
on.
we?
There's
Bro,
nothing
Liverpool
here.
won only a league title. I'm not disrespecting Liverpool is a huge
League
historic
title is
club.
crazy, yeah.
I can't-
Wallahi, it's crazy.
I
لا,
don't
Yeah, but
know.
it's
wallahi.
not about
Yeah.
just first of
I'm
all, you
sorry.
keep talking about historic. Since Klopp arrived till this day, Liverpool have been to multiple Champions League final, won the Champions League,
Won
won the
once.
Premier League, no, I'm saying been there, because in order to even attempt to win it, you have to be there first.
How many times you
So
fell?
been to the Champions League final. And by the way, even when you say like Liverpool lost the Champions League final, just to prove Jacob's point, it's not like Liverpool went to the Champions League final and we lost to like Ajax. We lost to Real Madrid. We lost to the biggest club in Europe, literally. So when you say Newcastle to Liverpool is a massive step up, because you're going from, by the way, just so people remember, Newcastle got top 4 literally on the last game week. Literally, and they only got top 4 because Forest lost to Chelsea. Had Forest beat Chelsea, Newcastle would be in the Europa League. Literally, they'd be in the Europa League. 2, Liverpool celebrating a league title for 4 weeks, 5 weeks before the season even ends.
I think Liverpool is the biggest club in England. I've always said I love Liverpool.
Okay, so it's a massive step up then. Don't just be wrong and strong.
But Sam, waiting for another year. He can either become Alan Shearer or become Michael Owen. Who do you want to be? If
But you're saying wait for another year. Okay, wait. You say wait
Newcastle,
for another year.
Newcastle, he can have this name. Bro, he's built his name. I'll say apologize, go back to training. You build your name at that legacy, gave that club a major trophy. Apologize to the fan base. I made a mistake. Shake hands with the football club, because money can't buy that legacy. Yeah. Aguero will always have that legacy. It doesn't matter. So shake hands next year. Whoever comes with the bid, and I think Bayern will be involved, PSG will be involved, and once those guys are involved,
So why would you want to stay another? If you're saying build legacy, why would you stay another year? Okay, let me ask you. You take your legacy, right? Shearer. Do you think? Okay, Hamza. Do you think Newcastle are in contention to win the Premier League next season? Yes or no?
No.
It's a yes or no question, Hamza. It's a yes or no question.
Yeah. No.
Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Do you think Newcastle are in contention to win the Champions League next season?
No.
Okay, خلاص. So there is no legacy if you're saying that he's going to leave next year.
Can they win the FA
It's
Cup?
not a legacy.
Yes.
Wow.
When he used to win with Jurgen Klopp, he used to hype about those.
All right. Let me pose you a hypothetical then. Let me pose what's a bigger accomplishment if he stays at Newcastle and helps them win an FA Cup, or say hits the game-winning goal in the semifinal to go to the finals of the Champions League for Liverpool?
Liverpool, of course.
Liverpool.
I mean, that's not even winning the Champions League. That's just a goal to help get to the final, or winning the FA Cup with Newcastle.
Look at Son.
I think you can prove your point even more. Trent is legacy at Liverpool now.
Who
The
did that
biggest
for?
legacy is a corner kick. Wallahi,
that
the biggest legacy of Trent at Liverpool is a corner kick against Barcelona.
Son is my father.
Son. Why do you
He's my
love Son?
father.
Why do you love Son?
He's a GOAT, and he loves it, and he loves me, and he loves Tottenham, and he cried, I cried, we crowed.
You can rub it and Newcastle fan.
You know, just to prove my point.
I'm scared Newcastle downfall. I'm really scared.
Okay, just to prove my point, just to prove Hamza completely 100% wrong. How highly do you guys rate Obafemi Martins?
He was a top player for Inter Milan. He dunked Arsenal 3-0.
Top player.
Arsenal 3-0.
Is in anyone's eyes here, is Martins a top 30 even striker in Premier League history?
No chance.
No. But Obafemi Martins scored the winner for Birmingham City against Arsenal in the Carabao Cup final.
Look. It's bigger. In Newcastle now, there's not many players that are big in name. Alan Shearer, people like David Ginola, people like Aspria. His name is out there. Us Newcastle fans, they love him. He's like the guy. He's the face. Why spoil your name? For what?
He's already done it, bro. He's already got the Carabao Cup.
He already was the best player. By the way, watch this. Isak at Newcastle scored against Arsenal in the semi-final. Everyone know how amazing that goal is against Arsenal. He scored against us at Wembley. his legacy is gonna be there forever because guess what? He helped Newcastle win their first trophy.
He's becoming Judas. He's
7
Judas.
years. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. See, Liverpool to Newcastle.
I kind of sympathize with what Hamza's saying here, because if Harry Kane had done what Son done, I probably feel a little bit different about Harry Kane, because what he did in that last year to Nuno, I thought was highly disrespectful, and he kind of did the holdout business, and a little bit, not like it tarnished his legacy, it didn't take away the fact that he scored more goals than Jimmy Greaves at the club. But it does make me there is a little salt on the paella, if you know what I mean. Or excuse me, I guess the beans and toast, as you would say in England.
But guess what? They bantered him for it. So
and this is why
well, you know what? Egg on his face, because it took him over a year to win the fucking dinner plate at Bundesliga. Bum.
Man City, according to Martin, who's here, told me, Wallahi, Martin, I'm gonna let me bring Martin. Is he there? Martin told me, I asked him, he said we wanted Bruno Guimaraes, but Bruno Guimaraes did not push for a move. Yeah, ask Martin. That is we respect Bruno Guimaraes. He's loved by Newcastle. And I said, why? He said, why should he push for a move? Why? Look, he's a Brazilian. So why is Isak doing? Bruno Guimaraes could have gone anywhere, to Manchester City. He refused to push for a move. Why is Isak doing what? The most disrespectful thing to Newcastle fan.
Okay,
let me finish. Wallahi, he never had a name before he came to Newcastle. He was the same name with Kubo at Red Sociedad. His name was like Kubo at Red Sociedad. Newcastle fans, they're so good. They're like Liverpool fans, but they're so passionate. They loved him. They welcomed you. But why going back? Why everything? They're the best fans. Liverpool fans, they will take. I don't like that attitude. And Liverpool fans know why I'm angry. Because that attitude.
Because you're scared. Martin called you out. Because you're scared. Like we played in the clip. You said you're watching Liverpool. You're scared. You said it verbatim from your own channel.
Liverpool, fact.
You're scared. Okay, so just come here and say I'm scared of Liverpool. Don't lie.
No, 100%. Because you're building a good team. Yes. But the thing that hurts me is the fact that of all these issues, and inshallah, we'll see. Newcastle hold the cards. All I say, Newcastle hold the cards, and don't think.
Can I ask you one very simple question? One very simple question. Everyone here on the panel will vouch for what I'm about to say. If you care about loyalty in football so much, why do you cook Steven Gerrard every time?
Son.
I respect him so highly.
Yeah. Say that without squinting your eye. Yeah, say that without squinting your eye. Yeah, go on.
Although Steven Gerrard don't never won a
Premier League. Why do you sing the slip song? Why do you sing the slip?
Steven Gerrard never won a Premier League.
Crazy! You see, now loyalty doesn't matter anymore if you don't win. Guess what, Hamza? If Isak stays at Newcastle, he ain't gonna win the Premier League either. So shut your ass up.